I smoothed the creases from my faded navy blouse, the one I'd worn to both Mom and Dad's funerals. It had seen better days, 6 months of constant wear, with faint stains from spilled coffee during those endless hospital vigils, and a frayed cuff from catching on Dad's four-stand. The polished oak conference table loomed in front of me like a judge's bench in this sterile law office in Hartford, Connecticut. My siblings lined its edges like crows waiting for scraps. Sophia tapped her sleek fountain pen against her leather-bound notebook, each sharp click bouncing off the walls like a countdown. Her Rolex glinted as she glanced at it for the third time in 5 minutes. Michael lounged in his tailored Brooks Brothers suit, thumbing through his iPhone with that perpetual smirk, while the twins, Olivia and Ethan, huddled together, whispering and chuckling like they were back in college frat parties instead of staring down their mid-40s. Ms. Harper, the family attorney, Mr. Reynolds, cleared his throat, his bifocals catching the fluorescent glare as he straightened his stack of papers. Shall we proceed? My pulse hammered in my ears. 3 years of round-the-clock caregiving, sleepless nights in recliners at Yale New Haven Hospital, mastering dosage charts for chemo drugs and stroke rehab, holding Mom's hand through radiation burns, wiping Dad clean after his accidents. It all boiled down to this sterile room. Go ahead, Sophia interjected before I could draw breath, her lawyer's tone slicing through the air like she owned the damn place. Mr. Reynolds adjusted his tie. The last will and testament of Elizabeth and Robert Harper, being of sound mind. The words blurred into a haze as flashes hit me, Mom's weak whisper for ice chips at 2 a.m. Dad's shaky grip as I guided his pen on consent forms. The doctor visits that blurred into one endless loop. The insurance battles that left me hoarse. The pharmacy dashes in pouring rain. My freelance photography business, built from nothing, now a ghost, shuddered to make room for their needs. The friends' weddings I skipped. The relationships that fizzled because who wants to date someone always on call? The estate, including the family residence at 142 Elmwood Drive. All financial holdings and personal effects shall be divided equally among our children, Sophia Elizabeth Harper, Michael Robert Harper, Olivia and Harper, and Ethan Thomas Harper. The room tilted. I clutched the table's edge, nails digging into the wood until my knuckles blanched. Excuse me, what? Sophia's mouth twisted into a smug curve. Mom always said real love doesn't come with a price tag. Should have stuck to your little photo gigs instead of playing Florence Nightingale, Michael muttered, eyes glued to his screen. Some of us have real careers to protect. The twins shared a sly glance. We should flip the house ASAP, Olivia said, flipping her highlighted hair. Market's booming in that suburb. Got a realtor lined up, Ethan added. We can gut it next weekend. Gut it. Like my 3 years were vapor. Like the midnight sorting pills. The days hoisting Dad into his wheelchair. The Thanksgivings I spent solo with them while my siblings Instagrammed from Maui beaches. All erased with a notary stamp. I saw it replay, Dad alone in that bleach-scented room, eyes wide with fear as I begged my siblings over the phone. Board meeting in Chicago, Sophia had snapped, her voice laced with entitlement. Kids lacrosse finals, Michael typed back. Will Venmo flowers, the twins synced up. The sting of dipping into my savings for uncovered meds while they upgraded their lifestyles burned fresh. The loneliness of my world shrinking as theirs expanded untouched. My hands trembled. In my pocket, crumpled notes from every specialist visit, every dosage tweak, every tiny win against the odds. 3 years etched in ink. I shoved back my chair, the screech echoing like a scream. Papers crinkled in my fist as decades of being the dutiful daughter, the fixer, the anchor, crystallized. Olivia rolled her eyes. Drama queen much. Emily? But it wasn't drama. For the first time, I saw them raw, people who ditched dying parents without a backward glance. The question wasn't fight or flight. It was why I'd ever expected more from vipers in sheep's clothing. I pivoted to the door, steps firm despite the quake in my chest. Behind me, Sophia's condescension floated like smoke. Guess we'll handle the auction without her. The words drifted harmless now. I'd chased their nods my whole life, aiming to be the child our parents merited. But here, clarity hit. I'd been grading myself on their warp scale. My palm met the cool doorknob. This step would shatter it all. But hell, it was already in pieces. When loss hollows you out, even junk becomes relic. Back in the attic of the old Victorian later that day, Mom's vintage jewelry box weighed heavy on my lap. Its tarnished silver a portal to sunnier times. Piles of paperwork encircled me on the dusty floorboards, hospital bills, OBs from insurance, faded sympathy cards. The twins demanded it all cleared by dawn. Beneath yellowed lace and Polaroids, my fingers grazed worn leather. A diary. The simple black cover stamped with Mom's initials in faint gold, Year H. My breath caught as I cracked it open. Her elegant script danced across pages. Entries time-stamped over those brutal 3 years. I turned to the start, where her hand was still firm. June 3rd, 2022. Sophia phoned. Claims Emily shut down her photography to leech off us. Wants the checkbook strings. I said no way, Emily manages every appointment, every errand. But Sophia flashed Emily's Amex bills. So many hits. Protecting assets, she insists. The book tumbled from my numb grip. Those charges? Parking garages at the cancer center. Copays for Dad's PT. Supplies Medicare skipped. Sophia knew. She had to. I pushed on, page after page unveiling her venom seeping into Mom's fragile thoughts while I pureed meals and monitored vitals. September 12th, 2022. Michael suggests we'll tweaks. Knows folks to lock Emily outpost us. Heartbreaking. But the others deserve fair shakes too. My phone vibrated. Sophia's text, estate sale kicks off 9 a.m. Stay away. I fired up my MacBook. Pulling bank logs. Transfers to Sophia's firm during Dad's final admit. Deposits to Michael's hedge fund amid Mom's treatments. Twin signatures on cash pulls right after burials. This ends now, I murmured to the empty rafters. But they'd already won the round. A soft rap jolted me. Maria, Mom's home health aide, poked her head in. Her uniform rumpled from overtime at the clinic. Heard about the will. It's bullshit. She navigated the low beams. I watched you grind. Emily. Every damn shift. They fed Mom lies I was thieving, my voice splintered. While I racked up debt for her oxygen tanks. Maria's eyes narrowed. I logged it all, meds. Visits. Your siblings' no-shows. State's elder abuse hotline eats that up. Before I could process, my phone pinged. Mrs. Caldwell. Mom's bridge partner. Coffee tomorrow? Stuff you gotta know. Another, Alex. My old photography client. That portfolio shoot's still on. Remote gig. Your call. Footsteps pounded up. Olivia burst through. Extensions swinging. You're still squatting? Sophia says cops if you don't bounce. My house too, I shot back. Gripping the diary. Not anymore, Ethan loomed behind her. Jingling keys. Locks swap tomorrow. My eyes dropped to the statements. Proof in print. Think you've checkmated me? Olivia sneered. Nobody buys the bitter sister sob story who couldn't cut it as a pro. Credit drained. Savings dust. But the diary scorched like fire, lighting their deceit. I scooped docs and snaps into my tote with it. Maria eyed from the threshold. her phone discreetly rolling. They might claim the walls, but not my spine or the facts. That night in my cramped studio apartment, the restraining order thudded onto the Formica counter like a gauntlet. 3 crisp pages of Sophia's feigned worry over my volatility and delusions. My tea steamed untouched as I scanned her precise cursive, each loop framing me as grief's casualty. My phone buzzed, a text from Olivia's sorority sister. "Heard about your meltdown at the ER?" Michael spilled. The auction flyer hit my inbox 2 days on, Saturday. 10 a.m. sharp. No heads up. No shot at salvaging Mom's quilt patterns or Dad's Giselle piece. I cruised by the house at first light, watching strangers rifle through decades of life. A guy hauled out Mom's prized porcelain dolls. A kid wrestled Dad's recliner, the one where he read me bedtime stories. File rose. I parked curbside, palms slick on the wheel, and whipped out my phone. The lens steadied me as I captured it, dumpster overflowing with family albums. Dad's first editions curbside for trash. Sophia orchestrating in her power suit. Can't just discard their essence, I breathed. Uploading the clip. Comments surged, neighbors from the block. Dad's Rotary pals. Mom's book club. Shares snowballed. Cracking Sophia's buried narrative. By dusk, my mindfulness app pinged its cue. 20 minutes of breath work as my spreadsheet auto-refreshed. Cataloging every chat. Every slight. My counselor called it tactical recovery. I called it armor. The unmarked envelope from First National arrived plain. Inside, logs from Mom's hidden CD account. Squirreled from pension drips. A sticky note in her quivering script, for Emily, who never forgot the lilies. My attorney's face ignited next day in her downtown suite. This flips the script. They can't erase your stake with Mom's clear intent. I bolted without letting her rap. Keys in hand, gunning for Sophia. The upscale country club in Greenwich fell silent as I shoved through the brass doors 15 minutes later. Sophia's power lunch clique scattered like spooked quail. Clutching Hermes bags. Martinis halted. Her poise fractured for a beat. What the hell? Emily? Members only. I slapped the statements on her starched napkin. Red wine slopped as she recoiled. Mom documented it all. Sophia. Every slight. Your scene-making, her hiss like shards. Security's en route. Let him come. Bet these socialites want to hear how you skipped Mom's infusions for depositions. How I dressed Dad's wounds while you billed ours. Whispers rippled. Eyes darting. Her elite bubble eyed the fisher. I snatched the papers and stormed out. Fury fueling my stride. An hour on. In the hospital lot. Maria met me. Scrubs creased from back-to-backs. My logs, she said. Handing a flash drive. Attendance. Absences. Hospice oversight boards love dirt like this. Mrs. Caldwell joined from her Volvo. Steaming lattes in hand. Your mom confided Sophia's will whispers. Michael's midnight sign-offs. Tears blurred my vision in the car after. Then Alex rang. Remote setups live. Agency tools at your fingertips. Sophia can't bankrupt you if you're billing. The journalist's card slipped into my mail slot post-chat. Local beat. But networked high. Elder exploitation's rampant. Your tale resonates. Back at the attorney's. My palm shook opening the forensic accountant's folder. Dad's signature evolved oddly across docs, slant erratic post-stroke. Then miraculously steady. Sophia's JD skipped the memo on neurodeficits. Criminal elder fraud, my lawyer murmured. DA's office is all over it now. That night in my dim unit. Sophia's calls hit after midnight. Threats morphed to pleas by dawn. Rewriting our shared past with saccharine sibling vibes. I let voicemail hoard them. Each a nail in her coffin. The app chimed, release session. I melted into inhales. Grasping, I never craved their thumbs up. Every bed bath. Every vigil, pure devotion. Not IOUs. Over days. My pro bono squad coalesced. Abuse advocates. Geriatric attorneys. Fraud auditors. Drawn by my paper fortress. Evidence packed 3 cartons, sign-ins. Transfers. Charts. Affidavits. Wednesday's anonymous pouch, a drive with a scribble. Dad's room cam. View full. My cursor lingered. Truth inside. Lethal as a blade. But a deeper query bubbled. What toll on my core? Dawn gilded the mess of betrayal. One play could annihilate Sophia. Forked roads, equity or spite. Exposure or ruin. Behind. Sacrifice's wake. Ahead. My rebirth. My digit poised over power-up. Next play seals fates. But first. Air. Next morning in the attorney's sun-slashed office. Her pen clicked over affidavits. 3 years artifacts blanketed her desk. Timetables. Ledgers. Texts. Mom's tome. My signature quavered on the complaint. Abuse filings lodged, she declared. Sealing the packet. Channel 7 airs in 20. I nodded. Bolting for the cab. The segment streamed en route. Loyal daughter shafted. Anchor intoned over snaps of me at Mom's side. Sophia dodging lenses at her firm. Michael slipping into his Tesla. Twins fleeing the yacht club. My feeds erupted, classmates reposting. Mom's choir outraged. Justice for Emily trended local. Then statewide. Each viral hit eroded their gloss. Sophia fired back hours later, a statement dubbing me erratic. Inventing tantrums. Her voicemail seethed, leaching in great. I'll blacklist you coast to coast. Michael's tack shifted. Maria called. He dangled 5 figures to flip her testimony. Better for all, he cooed. She declined. Statement locked. The twins spun quickest. Olivia's weepy TikTok always backed Emily. But Sophia gaslit us. Ethan mirrored on Indeed. Feigning victimhood. Backlash boomeranged. Alums dredged their old barbs. Leaked chemo-era mucks circulated. Their networks imploded. Dominoes tumbled swift. Sophia's firm probed ethics breaches. Top client benched her. Bar fast-tracked review. Michael's advisory hemorrhaged accounts. His developer whale cut loose publicly. SEC eyeballed his parent account trades. Twins reaped too. Olivia's event planning gigs evaporated. Ethan's tech startup partners ousted him. Their kids wept home over viral grandparent neglect posts. Mrs. Caldwell texted, club revoked Sophia's spot. Parking's guest now. Pic attached, her sign scraped clean. Aid poured, GoFundMe hit 6 figs in days. Locals comped services. Ex-families vouched my devotion online. A month on. Courthouse buzzed as judge vested me estate interim. Pattern blatant, my lawyer clicked heels exiting. Your logs clinched. Sophia raged from her tower that PM. Bags flailing. Partner's email looped, suspended. Her aide leaked clip of her office rampage. Bellowing kin betrayal. Michael's scotch-fueled midnight doorstep, just beg for cash. Now it's ashes. Morning after. His last wail bailed. Twins weaponized kids, Aunt Emily. We'll lose the roof, voicemails pleaded. I archived every bite. Pile mounting like a pyre. Therapist cautioned, justice. Not vendetta. But Tuesday's courier drive, Mom's room feed. Sophia at bed's end. Cam blind. Sign. Mom. Emily's unfit for funds. So needy. Mom's tremor grasped the pen. She's daily devoted, cause her life's empty, Sophia bit. 17 minutes of coercion. Attorney threats. My sacrifices spun as flaws. One share to bar or press. Career obituary. Digit oversend as dusk fell. Power surged. Chest leaden. Phone pinged twin kin plea. But eyes locked on desk photo, parents' golden jubilee. Pre-sickness glow. Love they grasped. Siblings missed. Drive weighted my hand. Paths forked, wrath or grace's grind. Family's essence in mercy's gap. I drafted the email. 2 days later. Back at the mahogany gauntlet. Sophia's pen wrapped. Her Rolex flashed as she shoved an envelope. Quarter estate. Ink it. Mess vanishes. Michael leaned. Cologne cloying. Heal the rift. Blood's thick. Same sham as his hospital dodges. Twins lurked window side. Olivia's highlights catching light. Darting eyes. Kids pine for Aunt M, she stage whispered. My tips trace the offer. 3 years grind quantified. Flash, mom's grip in last round. Frail yet fierce. Smile defying agony. Offer dies at 5, Sophia clocked. Countersuit for slander? My win rate's killer. Michael's phone flashed. Shrink on dial. Testifies your crack-up stress. Solitude. Pity play. Envelope from Ethan. Dropped at my pad. Voice cracked. Kid pics at school. Weigh the family toll. Lights buzzed. Old urges surged. Placate. Fold. Self-immolate for peace. 40 years dutiful weight bowed me. Purse dip. Phone's record glowed crimson. 20 minutes deep. Know what sticks from the vigil? Quiet. Vast house. Just vents and my echoes. No rings. No drops. You ghosts as parents faded. Sophia's tap halted. Old ground. Not fully absent. Though. Laptop flipped their way. Account dips. Subtle. Will flips post dad's CVA. Emails smearing me unhinged. Michael's pallor. Source? Mom archived all. Michael. 3 solo years to unearth. Twins edged doorward. Not done. Sophia's bar probed? 3 mirror cases disinherits. Phantom moves. POA swaps. Sophia's claws gouged leather. Bull. Harrison LLP disagrees. Mailed packet AM. To Michael, SEC got your creative logs from folks' portfolio. Olivia, Mark. Sit, no fleeing. Door swung, suited man. Duo trailing. MS. Harper. Agent Ramirez. Queries on Harper Estate. Sophia lunged phoneward. Agent intercepted. Unneeded. Weave the goods. Hour blurred like dad's cop dramas, agents cataloging. Sophia's veneer shattered on multi-client abuse reel. Michael slumped as ledgers toppled. It was mine, Sophia cracked. Mascara Rivers. The achiever. But you were golden child, creative. Kind Emily. Michael stared palms. Bet small at first. Stress valve. Crash hit. Clients probed. Needed bridge cash. Unaware, twins chorused kid-like. Sophia swore you schemed. Poisoned them against us. I packed evidence. Briefcase battered from med runs. 3 years to witness. To aid. To kin. Your pick. Agents escorted them. Windows framed press swarm. Lenses hungry. Naive. Harper's headlined Connecticut feeds. Maria texted, justice served. But watching cuffs flash on kin and son. Void nod. Victory, home. Assets. Light on lies. Alone amid oak. Mom's final murmur echoed, love despite. Kin's core. Table crimson in set sun. Justice won. Shadow endless. Choice etched soul. Fingers graze throat locket, parents' gift. Mini-S kids snap, beaming. Pure. Click shut, echoed vacant. Winds bitter as char. Truths scar worse than fictions. Yet briefcase shouldered. Doorward. Path soul livable. Behind. Sophia's pen orphaned. Nib snaring final ray like sorrow. 6 months on. Sunlight poured through my loft office's panes, gilding the space in honeyed heat. I paused mid-keystroke, eyeing the etched plaque, Harper Elder Advocacy Hub. Half-year post-clash. The Victorian morphed to parents' true heirloom. Phone hummed, frantic son on aging folks. Sibs accuse inheritance grab. Tomorrow. 10, I soothed. Voice forged firm. Docs in tow. We'll map it. Words effortless now. Each intake echoed my grind, flipping the house to sanctuary for besieged carers. Dining hall. Once tense feasts. Now circles solace. Dad's den, law stacks. Mom's plot yields produce for nutrition workshops. Knock, Maria poked in. Scrubs swapped for suit. Shifted to our health lead 3 months back. Times reporters here. I rose, adjusting teal top, hue bold post-drab era. Show her. Opener, why 8 over more suits? Desk photo pondered, parents' 50th. Joy pure. Vengeance mirrors them. This channel's legacy positive. Post-chat. Calendar check, supper with Alex. Bond eased from platonic to tender. Rooted in his storm steadiness. He saw evolution. Not wreckage. Shrink noted, circle of growers. Not judgers. Sessions unpacked family molds on my value. Spot gaslights early now. Afternoon call probed growth. Aunt Louise stroked. Sophia's tone. Foe fret. Old me bolt. Rescue. Now, breath. Sucks. I'll forward care homes. Solid aids. But hands off for me. You're ace at this, honeyed push. Hence the hub. Aiding hordes with grace. Resources emailing. Click. No guilt. Evolution. Late sun shadowed as I facilitated group. 10 echoes of former me, drained warriors multi-front. Shared saga. But tools key, law hacks. Self-preserve. Abuse flags pre-drain. Not solo, I affirmed. Martyr-free. Silver-streaked lady tiered. First understander. I did. Hubs why. Why my carer manual sat desk-bound. Opener on spotting scams. Why I keynote elder forums nationwide. Signs I'd craved pre-3 years. Dusk pinked horizon on route cemetery. Granite shone. Blooms vivid in fade. Fingers traced engravings. Vow kept whispered. And care yours. But lesson mine, legacy's honor. Not loot. Pain to prevention. Crickets serenaded rise. Ex-black-clad warrior strode tall. Chosen kin awaited, Alex's grin. Maria's fire. Group bonds. Built on empathy. Sans chains. I am Emily Harper. Chose compassion over cash. Truth over ties. Self over shackles. Toll steep. Yield priceless, me. Lot Ward. Spotting newbie to evening session. Fresh light seeker in gloom. Fresh heel from Betrayal's forge. I grinned. Blueprint ready.